Imagine waking up to the sound of a lion's roar, just outside your tent. You think it's part of the wild experience you signed up for, until an alarm blares and you're told you have 30 seconds to evacuate. Sounds like a movie? Well, it's not. These are real stories of wild animals escaping from zoos around the world, and one daring black bear that made headlines in China. It all began in Handan, Hebei, China, at the Foshan Wildlife Zoo. A young black bear, just 2 years old, somehow managed to escape from its enclosure, sparking panic across social media and local communities. This wasn't just a casual stroll outside the fence. The bear was loose, and no one knew where it would go next. But this wasn't the first time something like this happened. Let's rewind to May 2021. Whipsnade Zoo, UK. 2 brown bears used a fallen tree, blown over by strong winds, as a bridge to climb out of their enclosure. Once free, they entered a neighboring wild boar area and attacked a male boar. Tranquilizers would have taken too long, 20 minutes too long, so staff had no choice. The bears were shot to protect human lives. Fast forward to November 2022, Taronga Zoo, Sydney. 5 lions, yes 5, managed to escape their enclosure. No one saw how it happened. When zookeepers checked the surveillance footage, the lions were already roaming outside the exhibit. Here's the twist. A group of 50 campers were staying right next to the lion exhibit. One family even thought the roars were part of the camping experience, until an emergency siren shattered the illusion. Everyone was evacuated just in time. The lions, 4 returned on their own, the 5th was tranquilized. No injuries, just a massive scare. Then in January 2023, Jacksonville Zoo, Florida, a male black bear escaped and attacked a zookeeper. Tragically, the bear was shot dead. When human lives are at risk, lethal force becomes protocol, a grim but sometimes necessary decision. Back to China, the escaped black bear became the center of a large-scale search. Tracks were followed, surveillance footage reviewed. Villagers began reporting sightings in nearby forests. This young bear, driven by instinct and curiosity, headed into the mountains. It was spring, a time when bears emerge from hibernation, hungry and full of energy. But this one wasn't raised in the wild. It had no experience hunting or foraging. It started seeking out food, attracted by smells from nearby villages. In fact, it raided a beekeeper's hive and devoured the honey inside, damaging equipment in the process. Zoo bears, unlike their wild cousins, don't fear humans instinctively. They're unpredictable and often confused, especially when chased by villagers and barking dogs. Eventually, the bear was found deep in the forest, hiding in thick foliage near a water source. Armed teams tried multiple times to tranquilize it, but the dense brush made it nearly impossible. After firing almost 10 tranquilizer darts, they finally succeeded. The bear collapsed unharmed and was returned to the zoo, with its limbs safely restrained to prevent stress-induced aggression. This time, it ended without tragedy. But these incidents raise serious questions. Are zoo enclosures safe enough? Are staff trained for such emergencies? And perhaps the most haunting question of all, how many close calls do we never hear about? Wild animals don't belong behind bars, and when their enclosures fail, the line between spectacle and danger disappears. So next time you visit a zoo, remember, the animals are watching too.